Okay, the first thing we need to talk about is food buffs. Apparently, a lot of you need to learn about food buffs and you don't know. Eating raw food is bad for you. Well, there's whole foods and stuff, but cooked food is really where the nutrition is at. When you're first starting out, I think a great combination is the roasted fish or the roasted shellfish and the grilled luma fruit, because you get a nice balance of health and stamina buffs plus oxygen buffs for swimming with the grilled luma fruit. And this will continue to advance when you get up to the cooking station, which we can see up in my little cozy camp here. And later on, my favorite current combination of cooked foods is the seaweed soup and the yam, what is it called? The yam root hash. Yes, very cool. That'll give you lots of stamina and oxygen and health. And I really want to make the bubble chews one day. If anybody knows how to make a bubble chew in the real life, let me know, because I would love. It just sounds delicious. It's fun to say, isn't it? Bubble chews. I would love me a bubble chew in the morning, and the afternoon, and the evening. Anyway, we're in the reef now. No, we're not. We're in the embrace now. So this is the deal: water elder spirit. After you go through the first 3 ruins and you collect the 3 glyphs, we'll be going to Ancient's Rest. This is where the Elder Water Spirit battle commences. So we'll head on over there. You'll want to make sure you bring your Lightning Bolt ability, and I also, as far as passives go, I really like the Rain Stance. So you get some self-healing back with all of your attacks, especially when you're rapid firing your arrows. That's a great passive to have on your Spirit Companion. And this fight will be kind of a long firefight style battle. So bring health bandages, potions if you can find them, loot them, and just come prepared. Eat your cooked food. You'll have your roasted fish and your grilled luma fruit for this beginning fight, this first fight. And that's what I recommend for that. The lightning bolt is great. Spirit fire, you will also be able to unlock that by the time you face the trial to reawaken the elder spirit. Those are 2 excellent options. And then of course, rain stands and whatever else you want for the second one. I think I had Ocean's Favor, but it doesn't really help because you're not swimming. But that's okay. After that, you will have successfully gotten your Elder Water Spirit. So now let's head to the reef. These are your 3 ruins to collect your 3 glyphs in the reef. And then it is a very long journey back out to the opposite side of the biome into Ancient's Grasp. Just up to the northeast. Maybe I'm going to cursor over. There it is. Ancient's Grasp. That is the location of the Elder Wind Spirit, the Elder Air Spirit in the reef. So let's go. Heading out, there's the actual Ancient's Grasp. That's how it grasps. That's where it is. That's what it does. So it's a little bit of a cool platforming situation to get up to the arena where this Elder Wind Air Spirit happens. So we'll fly on up. We'll run on up, we'll continue our progression. It's very fun, very satisfying. Again, make sure you go through the progression. Take your time when you build up to these fights. Go through the levels, upgrade your gear, right? Rescue spirits, experiment with the abilities. Upgrade your bow, craft new arrows. You know, by the time you're in the reef, you can start thinking about making and working towards and actually producing tide metal weapons and arrows and all that good stuff. Open up chests. You know, a lot of times when you're leveling up and you open an urn, a treasure urn, you will find treasure that is above your level. Maybe even 2 levels. So you can find stuff early. So make sure you're always constantly opening chests and looting and exploring. The game rewards you for exploring, so you have to go out there and do it. This is a much tougher fight than the Embrace, so make sure you make use of those wind spouts to avoid some of the enemies. It is a tough fight, so you bring extra healing, really trick yourself out, make yourself some cool gear. Alright, that's the reef. So now we're in the Greatwood, the final biome. The Greatwood does not play around. This is a tough area to fight. Tough enemies, enemy variety. They do a lot of damage, they slow you down, there's poison. It's not a good time. It is a good time, but it's a tough time. So those are your 3 ruined locations for your 3 glyphs. And here's all the spirit locations as well, in case you want to look at them. And then into the Heartwood we go for the final fight, which is actually has some really interesting lore around it, which we can dive into in another video. I think I actually want to make a whole lore video. There's lots of different things to explore and to learn about this world of Nera that we're seeing develop. But for this final fight, the final fight to get the Earth Spirit is absolutely no joke. You want corruption protection, you want poison protection. And I would also recommend building this alchemy station for sure, and get your health potions made. You need those health potions, get the cloth bandages made. And continue with the progression for your gear. In fact, let's talk about upgrading real quick at the imbuing bench. The imbuing bench only works with weapons, melee weapons, and bows. And it takes power stones. Power stones are made with stones and mana crystals, and mana crystals are made from mana. So we are going to take some mana and turn them into mana crystals. And after that, we're going to take some stone and our mana crystals and turn those into power stones. And it's always 12 power stones to fully upgrade a weapon to level 2. The first level is 4. We're going to do a little earth pound here. The first level is 4 and the second level is 8. You need 4 power stones and then 8 power stones for 12. And that is how you upgrade to a level 2 weapon. The stat boosts are significant. So I would definitely recommend upgrading some weapons for the final fight as well. It does not work on shields, just so you know. But I went into the fight with a level 2 Amberite Spear and a level 2 Elderwood Bow. And it made a big, big difference. I also used that necklace, which I looted. I couldn't even craft it yet, but I actually looted one before I went to that final fight. And that helped tremendously as well. So make sure you pop your poison resistance potion, your corruption resistance potion, and bring stuff to cleanse it as well, in addition to healing. So this is the Heartwood. There are multiple entrances to get inside this thing. One of the easiest, I just showed you on the map, is on the east side of it. And you'll be able to find this air spout and get yourself up into the Heartwood. And it's actually pretty cool, the lore behind this thing. The whole thing used to be one big giant tree where all the rest of the Greatwood grew from, sprouted from. And then the Deep happened and everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. But then here we go. We can glide down into the final arena, and this is where you will find the Elder Earth Spirit. Very exciting stuff. This is a long, tough fight. You'll have hunters and spiders, and there's hunter shamans as well, which is why you need all of your various potions and self-healing and upgraded weapons. Definitely, for sure. And if we go out this way, we can actually look for some of these other entrances / exits. There's many points to get in and out of this Heartwood. Inside of this tunnel, you can also find a marking, which is very cool. And if we keep going around the bend, there's a possible entrance here, which you could either build up to or use the ability which allows you to create an air spout and glide up there. We also just passed a monolith, as you can see. Here's another entrance / exit. And then if you come around this bend over here, you can actually get your boat up to these roots, up to this rooted area, And again, you could either build up here or use an air spout ability to glide up. So that's another interest. There's many points. There's probably even more, but that's a good few of them. And so those are your 3 Elder Spirits locations and some advice on food buffs, potions, battles, passives, major abilities, all that good stuff. And now we can go back home. We'll take a wave, say goodbye. Oh, hey, look at, check out Aqua Girl's toes right here. And her